Father Christmas had a problem, a big problem. The 24th was fast approaching and he felt rotten. So poorly he'd not had the energy to complete his usual pre-delivery exercise routine. What is more, one snowy night about a week ago, he'd forgotten to fasten the gate to the compound where his 6 special reindeer, his power train, were housed. A passing herd of wild deer had helped themselves to the costly, very special, low-fat, high-protein, carbohydrate-rich, vitamin-enhanced nuts he'd scattered for his animals. They, in turn, had made the most of the open gate and wandered, and mingled freely with the wild herd. But, like the good team they were, they came back to him when called. Or was it the food, without having to paw and grub the frozen ground? Santa had been able to secure a slot, an appointment, with the itinerant medical man. Anxious not to waste the good man's time, and not wanting to look past it, senile, deteriorating, he wrote a list of his symptoms. Quite a list, actually. Reddish skin rash that seemed to move around my body, a bit like a bullseye. Feverish, muscle and joint pains, headaches, not feeling right, little or no energy to get on with my tasks. So absorbed with his own condition, he just didn't register his beloved reindeer scratching, rubbing, biting parts of their fur and skin. Not like him at all. He was so proud and caring of his team. The medicine man arrived, parked his snowmobile in the porch overhang, and accepted Santa's invitation to mince pies and brandy before even inquiring about the old fellow's health. He listened intently, skim-read the list, but made little comment about it.
Have to take some sputum, some blood and some urine. Get it to the lab before they shut down.
Will that be before the 24th?
Most likely. Pathlab party is 3 p.m. that day. I'll get the results when I'm there, before matron's Christmas carol service in the Chapel of Rest. Rumour has it she gets assistant matron to make a list of who's there. Important your name's on that bit of paper. Buffet's good though, and Cook's cocktail will really warm one up. Reckon I could drive my chariot on it. Skeleton staff only after that.
Wish you wouldn't say that.
I'll call on the 27th.
What do I do in the meantime?
Carry on as normal.
Oh, thank goodness for that. With another lockdown, I'd lose all my credibility.
Don't overdo it. Usual thing. Gargle with salt water. Take 2 Aspros 4 hourly. Avoid alcohol. No need for self-isolation, social distancing. Reckon with your job, not likely to meet many folk. Not much of a risk. Never been a great socialite, have you?
But I feel so bad. Never been like this before, ever.
Yeah, bad timing. Expect it will come and go. Lots of it about. Some herdsmen can't even stand. I'm clean out of tablets and stuff. Sorry about that. Sure you've not got fleas or anything? Been bitten by something?
Do you mind? Course not. Always covered up. Cold up there.
Just asking. Well, better be on my way. Thanks for the pies and the winter warmer. Hope things go well for you. Happy Yuletide, as they say. Where'd I leave my mitts?
With that, and an almost theatrical churning of snow, the medicine man disappeared into the whiteness. Santa shook his head in disbelief. He was none the wiser or better off for the man's visit, and that worried him. But he was not one to give up. The show must go on. And on it did. But it was so much harder than in previous years, and instead of returning home full of Christmas cheer, he was sweaty, thirsty, hungry, and tired. Oh, so very tired, and with an awful cough. Christmas and the day after were spent in bed, exhausted, disappointed, and not a little worried. The doctor called early on the 27th. He too looked a little left over, but was gracious enough to inquire of his patient, how did things go then? With years of practice, he cut short Santa's blow-by-blow account by announcing he had acquired some medicine for his present condition, antibiotic, wonder drug, expensive, in short supply, to be taken regularly until all had been used up. Santa, not at all used to such generosity, felt he had to offer the man something. Tea, coffee, hot chocolate. Before the words had disappeared into the ether, the answer was, well, yes, fine, coffee with a dash of something to keep the cold out. The arrival of the coffee, with a small side jug of brandy, seemed to relax the medic, and he was actually the one to ask about the events of the 24th. It was as if Santa had rehearsed it. Not like it used to be. A lot of competition from those online sharks. Kids and grown-ups don't go to bed so early now. In and out of each other's houses forever. Noisy, tipsy, bright lights everywhere. My reindeer don't like noise and bright lights. And the kids are either plain mean or uneducated. Whatever happened to the carrot, bit of cabbage stalk, an apple for them? Reindeer don't know what pizza is, or beef burgers, or heavens above chocolate yogurt. And I may not be there. Gone are the days of home-baked mince pies, some good, some not so good. Now they mass-produce and kept in fridges for months. All pastry and so little mince. And as for a warming tot or two, just forget it. Cans of stuff that's all froth, no body. Get it all over my suit. Isn't anyone drinking decent sherry these days? Standards have gone through the roof. And those damned laptop things are so heavy. His guest, his doctor, had heard enough.
Yes, indeed. I've got something to ask you, serious like. Some science bods think they have a vaccine for this sort of thing. Want to test on some deer and their handlers. You fit the bill really well. Won't hurt the animals, or you. Just want to see if it works like. If they've got it right, we'll protect them and you.
You mean helping science, research, things like that, improving things?
Exactly.
What we got to do then?
Have a couple of injections, needle in the arm, you know, done it before. Some LFTs.
Never heard of it. What are they then?
Yes, sorry, lung function tests. Blow in a bag, see how much puff you've got. Things like that.
Santa's mind was racing. Payment for having an injection? Not having to pay? Free food for the animals? Regular health checks? Helping the scientists do something for mankind? Not just a silly old man with a beard and white hair, and always, only ever in a red dressing gown. Yes, gotta do it.
Good then, I'll make arrangements. Where'd I leave my mitts?
The medicine man got up from his chair, donned his helmet, took his mitts from the sideboard, and was about to leave when Santa asked, "Well, aren't you going to tell me what's wrong with me?"
Good news is you've not got COVID-19. Bad news is you've got Lyme disease.
Never heard of it.
You will.
It had been such an up and down Christmas for the old fella.